thought Radford did a great job exposing some of our weaknesses. Again, we gave up too many threes. I think it's a combination of both, right? A combination of our youth and not being in the right spots and not getting guys uncomfortable. And, we knew Cameron Jones could really shoot the basketball. The percentages on some of the other guys we looked from last year were just okay. And give them credit. Yaya, 4 for 6. Every time we felt like we were coming back, Davis makes a big shot, makes a big play. His speed was definitely something we knew was going to be challenging, and that's why we played zone to keep him out of the paint. But he's a really talented basketball player, and Mike's done a great job with Radford of recruiting and get the right talent for his system. On the flip side, obviously I'm not happy with our defense and our rebounding because we gave up some timely rebounds where we were down 6, 2-possession game where we're right back there and we didn't just squeeze it, dead ball turnover. However, offensively, we had 5 guys in double figures, almost 6. Shep Garner goes 8 assists, 2 turnovers. If you would have told me I had less than 5 turnovers this game, I thought we would win. 5 turnovers in a game against a team that presses the whole game, I thought we were going to win that. We would win that game. But again, last Friday night 17, tonight 12, and it's my job. I have to watch this film, and we have to get these guys better, and we got to figure out what our identity is. And I think we don't know who we are yet. But for us to score 74 points. You told me we were going to score 74, I would say we'll probably win the game. And obviously we didn't get enough stops to do that. But there are definitely some positives. Brandon Taylor, 15-7. Julian Moore, I think probably, I'm guessing here, probably had a career high of 16. I'm sure he did. We have to trust this process. I see a lot of talent out there. I see a lot of talent with Shep and Josh and Julian. And if BT can stay consistent, we just need everybody on the same page, and we can turn this around.
Pat, it's 2 straight opponents, though, that have shot better than 60% in the second half, and you've always talked about hanging your hat on defense has to be the consistent thing. How many games can you expect to win playing that sort of defense?
Not many. And it's not like, we're working on our defense every day. Our older guys got to teach our younger guys, and we got to make sure that we're dialed in during film and do the little things. And there's no room for error for us on the defensive end. And then when we do get stops, we need to finish plays. We need to finish plays. Our guards are getting blown by a little bit, and our bigs are getting out of their position. And I think that's really why we're giving up some offensive rebounds, some timely offensive rebounds anyway.
You've kind of indicated through the preseason and up till now that you felt like the offense was ahead of the defense for you guys. Have you seen improvements or a progression on that side of the floor to this point?
Offensively?
Defensively.
Giving up 17 and 12 threes the last 2 games, I would say no, we got a lot of work to do. A lot of work on our zone, and definitely, like you said, I hang my hat on. I'm a defensive coach, and our man-to-man defense has a lot of holes right now. We're a step slow. So somehow we're going to have to simplify and continue on this path because we do have some talent.
Is it thinking? I mean,
I think we're a step slow. There's no doubt. I think our freshmen, our sophomores are just a step slow, and getting over ball screens and helping when we're supposed to help in a 2-man game. Just very little things that we're making minor mistakes. Our base OB was one of the best in the country last year, and we gave up 2 easy baskets in base OB today, which we work very, I like to think we're very deliberate in our efforts in our special teams, in our sideline out of bounds and our baseline out of bounds, and it was definitely not a positive tonight.
What did you see from Julian to give him the start tonight? And then
I just see a confident kid, and his teammates are confident in him, and I think you saw why he started. He's very capable of being an inside threat and loosening things up on the perimeter, and he definitely did that. 16 and at critical points. He's a confident kid, very confident, and he's very long, he's very athletic. So we have to continue. I mean, we have 42 in the paint points. That's excellent. That's really good, and that's a lot because of him.
These past 2 games have not been outliers in terms of games where opponents shoot maybe better than they have in the past, or maybe have some of those season best nights defensively from behind the three. Do you feel like that's how you have to scheme when you have the personnel that you have? Is that a matter of execution with the players that you have, or does that come down to just having to hedge what you're going to be best at?
It's a combination. You know, we take great pride in scouting our opponents. We're very detailed and very organized. And we felt playing zone tonight and man on Friday was the best way to slow some of these teams down, especially when they're making threes at such a high clip. We have to just keep working on our habits, keep creating the best habits we can, and keep teaching these guys. You know, it's definitely with freshmen and sophomores, and you guys know this, it's a process. And we got to embrace it, and we got to just keep getting better. I don't mean to sound redundant, but the goal is to be the best team we can be starting in January. And we're going to get there. Because these guys want to get there. And there wasn't a dry eye in that room. And that to me means a lot. That to me means they care. Because if they didn't care, they would just sit there and looking into the lights. They didn't.
Last two teams you played both like to try to speed people up. You said you mentioned some things to try to slow them down. Where do you think your pace? What's your ideal pace?
I'm between 52 and 58 possessions per game right now. I think we push when we can push, but we have to slow it down when we slowed it down. I thought we got in a little bit of a track meet, but again, we were missing free throws. And I think missing the front ends of one-on-ones and missing 2 free throws, you know what, it deflated us. And we went on the defensive end, and you can notice we lost that energy or that enthusiasm. I'm really surprised at our free throw shooting. We're typically not as bad as we're shooting. We're below 60 now on the year. I think that could really help us in a timely manner to make 2 free throws to stop the bleeding or to put us in a better position to take the lead.
By the same token, it looked like Shep was really trying to get to the basket a lot tonight and did. Is that something you're going to need, not just from him, but from the other guys?
You know what? Again, there's some positives here. Shep worked all summer long. He was here both summer sessions on finishing, and he looked like an elite finisher tonight. Those guys went up to block his shot a few times, and he finished really strong and went to the basket. And you know, we needed those baskets, and we needed him to get to the free throw line. He's got to continue to do that.
When you say there wasn't a dry eye in there, were the guys ticked off? Were they
They're
actually
mad, they're
crying?
disappointed, they're angry, they're shocked, and a lot of disappointment.
When you talk about trying to be the best team you can be by January, that gives you some leeway, obviously, for growing. Do you think that a loss like this, when they're shocked, maybe thinking that they're better than they are right now, is maybe a tool that you can use?
You know what, I used it on Friday, after Friday. You know, those tools are over. We got to come to work tomorrow, and we got to watch film. We got to get better. We got to get in here. We got to get shots up. But we have to really pay attention to detail on the defensive end. And it really starts with the guards out front and keeping the ball out of the paint. They hit some tough shots. I mean, it wasn't like everything was uncontested. I mean, they hit some tough shots. Let's give them credit. But we could do a better job of making them uncomfortable. And again, I probably played Shep too many minutes, but you know, we only had 5 turnovers. He only had 2. I got to find some more minutes for Isaiah and more minutes for Devin Foster.
Anything else?
Davis
He has an MCL sprain. I'm hopeful. Same thing BT had last year, so I'm hopeful he would be back maybe in the next 7 to 10 days because we're going to need him.
How much of an impact does that make when you're only playing 9?
Yeah, he would have definitely played. And Davis, as you guys know, is an excellent three-point shooter. And for us to only shoot 6 for 22, he would definitely been inserted in this game to relieve. Especially if they're going to play and extend that much. Shep was just going to make plays and making everybody better. And to have Davis out there, you know, drawing up from 3 would have helped. Thank you.